not from subscribers. I appreciate all the views I get, but guys, if you don't want to miss my videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. So anyway, there are three characteristics that I think all good silver barter should have in an SHTF scenario. As you know, I'm a prepper stacker. I make no apologies about that, but I do love silver just as much as the next guy or gal. But there are three things that I think you should be looking for if you're buying silver to potentially barter in the future. I've done many videos on why I think bartering silver is a distinct possibility one day. I think things could be priced in silver one day. And, you know, I love constitutional or junk silver. But again, there are three things that I think are important when you're looking for good barter silver. The first thing is I think it should be highly recognizable and potentially really trusted. Okay? And, you know, constitutional silver, yeah, that is a highly trusted piece of silver. Why? Because, well, guys, it's familiar, right? It's quarters, Washington, eagle on the back. People know what these are. And, you know, they're recognizable. And they're trusted, too. They've got liberty on it. They've got, you know, in God we trust. It's got the date on them. You know, it's just all the familiar markings of constitutional silver. These are pre-1965 quarters. Okay, and I'm going to talk mostly about quarters today. But, you know, the question is, will they know that this is 90% silver? Well, I think so. I think so. People in a barter scenario might need to be educated. Probably will be needing to be educated at a 1962 quarter that looks like that on the side as opposed to a clad quarter with the copper. Quite the difference, right? The date will be different. And other things like weight and so forth. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I think people will recognize constitutional silver. So that's number one. Recognizable, trusted. The second thing, I love that sound, I mean. Oh man, the sound of silver. Okay, sorry, I'm a little distracted there. I believe the second most important thing.
What is poppin', your boys? Here, Rod's coming at y'all real quick. As y'all hear, I always started my videos now with a little bit of something that I'm looking at in the mornings, or shall I say, in the new day, grand rising, as people saying nowadays. Before I get to talking about what the topic and the matter of the topic is, and you know it's getting late. It's 10:34, and I ain't got a lot of time. But I know you want to know about the cookie sauce. All right? But we're going to thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you. Take the head off. Thank the Heavenly for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. Hope everybody's doing well, slept well, and is doing good so far throughout this day. And then you continue to do the best you can. What's going on, Tyler Musk up? We got Warren Goins in the house. We got Mark A. Mark, Rod 6 in the house, howling at your boy as we get ready to talk about this red Aoud sauce. I got this. When I got into the game, you know, there's a few sauces that I came into the game with, you know, and it was like, yo, yeah, you got to have that, you know, from trusted guys like E-Dot, like, man, I done forgot a lot of guys now. Max Hustler, let's see, who's another guy? Ryan, man, the guys who's still out there a little bit, but I ain't really, you know, my man who passed away, Mickers. A lot of guys I was listening to when I first got into the game. They had been into the game a little bit longer than me, of course, because I just got there and there they were waiting for me and teach me about juices. And it seemed as though, besides Tom Ford, which is kind of what I got into first, besides Serge Lutin, you know, it's like, yo, what, you know, I need more. So then I went to Mint, New York, and that's when I ran into Montale in Mint, New York. And they're still there, but they're not really doing anybody else fragrances except theirs. I think they carry a few lines, but for the most part, they just carry their sauce, Mint, New York sauce. But yeah, they had Mancera, they had Montale, And I remember when I smelled red oud, I'm like, yo, this joint smells like your Uncle Serge, right? This joint smells like cookies. And I think, actually, I wasn't even in men when I smelled it and said that. I was in Bloomingdale's. It's amazing how Bloomingdale's down in all other places can carry Montale, but they don't carry it up here in Philly. So I'm down VA. I'm like, yo, that joint smell like cookies. And that was it, man. I started calling it the cookie sauce. Red oud. Buy it. Main accords: 1 spicy oud, rose, fresh spicy, woody, powdery, iris, earthy, floral, and leather. By the way, honey oud yesterday, a banger. A banger. Really, Luton done went down. I haven't bought any Luton since back in the day, but I would just still stick with the old Lutons anyway. I wouldn't buy anything new. You know what I mean? I would buy the RaJuR if I wanted to get back into it a little bit. I'll buy RaJuR. I'll buy Ambre Sultan. And that'd be it. And maybe some gingerbread. I'll buy the ones that I know that if they stink and they fake, I would know. I ain't buying a lot of new ones. So, again, man, it's like, okay, you want to get into the juices, try to buy the old head stuff first. I don't care what line it is. Why get into RaJuR when you haven't really smelled the origins of RaJuR, which I still have, which is the Shooting Stars collection and the Oud Stars collection. You start there. You don't get into these kind of fragrances, spend that kind of money. First thing you want to buy is Alexandria 2. You don't know how Alexandria 2 was even built. All you know is, there's a cute bottle. It's gold. It's Alexandria 2. It's a RaJuR. And it's like, yo, yeah, Robbie too. That's right. But a lot of people get into the game. They want to be big ballers. They want to go into RaJuR. Instead of buying the initial RaJuR juices, they want to buy the new RaJuR. But you don't know. Boadicea Victorious, they want to buy the new and expensive stuff. But you don't know about the older stuff. Buy the older juices, the first juices first. What's going on, Ninja? Holla at your boy. Yeah, buy the first juices first. Stop trying to be ballers. Too many people out here in this fragrance game that's trying to get attention, and they want to be ballers. They want to brag about what they got. And I spent $500 on this. I spent $800 on this. That don't impress me. It don't impress me. Because I'm going to ask you, tell me the origins of that house. Well, I don't know, but I know I spent $600 on this. That's why you come to my channel, because I keep it real. And I don't give away free stuff, hoping that somebody subscribe to my channel so I can get channel. No, we don't do that. But I got to go. It's time for me to get downstairs, get in this car, and go to work. So, that's the main accords. Notes: argarwood and pepper on the top. In the middle, rose, saffron, and cumin. You can definitely smell this saffron. Definitely. And then you got sandalwood, orris, and vetiver. And you would think, well, how does that smell like a cookie, Raj? He smells sweet. The rose, I think, is making this very sweet. It seems as though the saffron will be counteracting the rose to knock away the dough, the cookie dough. That's why I called it the cookie dough juice. But man, I don't know. Maybe the orris root is making it sweet. I don't know. All I know is I can't get enough of this. I haven't sprayed this in a while. This is the one I have in my mom's house, one I had the most in, because I likes it a lot. All right, so I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Check out. I think you will like it. If you like cookie dough. If you don't like cookie dough, don't buy it. Don't buy it. But if you're not sure, get you some samples from somebody who got these sauces before you go out buying stuff. To my Raj said buy the cookie dough. Oh man, this joint smell like fart toes. Oh, but I also told you to make sure you get a sample. What's going on, Asaw? Also told you to make sure you get a sample. I didn't tell you to go out and buy something if I told you to get a sample first to make sure that you like it, because we ain't all got different tastes. But so far, like I said yesterday, I'm 100% so far. Every time somebody said, man, you recommended that even for 5-6 years ago on some old videos. Man, you recommended that, man. I bought that. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm kind of close to being pretty much perfect on this situation. I'm telling you, cookie dough. I'm out. Later.